Hey everyone, how's it going? I am Xeracon and I am back once again. Happy New Year to you all. I apologize for not putting out this video before the end of 2022 as I planned, but I was under the weather last week. So today I want to recommend 4 games that released in 2022 that I think are worth checking out and playing. Without further ado, let's jump right in. The first game I want to recommend is Monster Hunter Rise. While the game technically was originally released in 2021, it was released in 2022 on PC where I played it, hence why I'm counting it here. I've already made a full video on why I love this game, but to summarize it, it feels like the true successor to Monster Hunter Generations. World felt too different to me, but Rise felt like a great way to have the classic Monster Hunter experience with new life breathed into it. It's become my favorite entry in the series to date, and I'm thrilled that this year it will finally be available on every platform. This is a game that never should have been exclusive. The only downside is that Capcom is not providing cross-saves or crossplay, which sucks because I really wanted to play with my friend who's on console. Still, there's much fun to be had here, and the Sunbreak DLC adds even more content for you to enjoy. If you haven't played it already because it wasn't on your platform of choice, I hope you get to experience the game now and enjoy it as much as I have. Just prepare to see the playtime for the game creep up near the top of your list. The next game I want to recommend is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. This game is a love letter to the Konami arcade games. I remember playing Turtles in Time on the SNES at my cousin's house, and this game brought those feelings back. It's a beat 'em up that's simple and short but satisfying to play. There's a full playable roster of 7 characters, so you can play as other characters besides the Turtles. Additionally, each character has their own stats, so it's not like there's just a palette swap. The one thing that I wish was available was crossplay, or rather, complete crossplay. Steam and Epic Games players can play together, but it doesn't seem like you can play with people who are on console. Again, I think it would be great to play with friends who aren't on the same platform as I am. But I do love that there's couch co-op. Sadly, that's something that seems to be lacking from games these days, particularly on PC. When I heard people say that Vampire Survivors is like crack, I didn't get it until I started playing, and they were right. This game is like crack. You start off with only one character and weapon, but you get to unlock a whole lot more. It might be a bit confusing, at least it was for me, that your only input is for moving your character around and not for actually attacking, but you get used to this very quickly. And the game is addictive because you'll constantly say, just one more run, or want to try a different build. When you unlock new characters and weapons, you'll immediately want to try those out too. There's no real story, it's just pure, good, fun gameplay. You want to see how long you can survive, you want to see how many enemies you can defeat, you want to see if you can even break past the game's limits. That's what makes the game so enticing. Also, get the Legacy of the Moonspell DLC. It adds additional characters, weapons, and a new map for an additional $2, and is just as worth it as the base game. The last game on this list is Thymesia. Thymesia is the closest thing we'll get to Bloodborne on PC, though to call it just a Bloodborne clone might be a bit disingenuous. While the aesthetics might be similar, I think the combat is a bit faster paced like Sekiro, especially with the parry ability. One other thing to mention is that unlike other Souls-likes, the game doesn't have the player travel throughout a semi-open world, rather they go through each area in a mission-based format. You can revisit areas with new objectives, so it does provide some replayability. The controls are pretty tight, and I really don't have any complaints for the gameplay other than a few enemies seeming to be complete tanks. One of the interesting mechanics is that enemies and bosses can regain their health to an extent, which encourages you to either be aggressive in your playstyle to prevent that from happening, or reduce the amount that they can recover. I can't properly explain it, but you'll see for yourself. One last thing to note is that the score for this game is top notch. So much passion went into making the music for this game, and even if you don't play the game, I would at least recommend checking the score out. But that will do it for today. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, I appreciate it, and I want to thank you all for your support this past year. It's incredible how much growth this channel has gone through over this year compared with the previous year. None of this wouldn't have been possible without you all, so I cannot overstate how grateful I am for what you've done. To show my appreciation, I've posted a couple Steam wallet codes in the description box. The Witcher sale is still going on, so they're perfect to use now. Again, thank you very much, and I hope that I can make more content that you'll enjoy in 2023. So until next time everyone, I am Xeracon signing off. Have a good one.